Hi Crafty friend, it's me, Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, my world stands still. Can you see all these fun little things? This is going to be a long video, so grab a snack, grab something to drink, and let's craft. Maybe you can craft along with me. I'm going to start with the Glimmer subscription of the month. I have all 10 subscriptions and I'm going to use all 10 in this video. So this Glimmer plate has kind of a beveled edge and a straighter edge. I'm going to just put the straighter edge on the edge, edge, and then use the hinge method and glimmer with this gorgeous glimmer foil. This one is the Speckled Aura from this month, and I just wanted to mention that the glimmer and the wax seal, the beads that come with the wax seal and the glimmer, can vary. So depending on inventory or whatever, Spellbinders might send you one color, and if your friend gets the club, they might get something else, and that's just kind of how it is, I guess. So this is sped up a little bit, but I am going to glimmer on my Glimmer specialty cardstock, and then I'm going to glimmer on some black cardstock over on the right there. And I will show you that sentiment in just a minute, but that black paper is from Pajama Crafter Stamps. It is awesome for foiling. Just wanted to let you know. But this Glimmer Club is called Festive Lights, and look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm going to do that whole process one more time so I have a full panel. Then I'll just get that sentiment going as I prep for my second half. I'm going to put the beveled edge toward the middle again and put the straight edge on the edge. Kind of simple. Glimmering is gorgeous once you figure out how to do it. If you are struggling with glimmering, check out the Glimmer playlist I have, and also watch the Glimmer Bootcamp from Spellbinders. It is so helpful. So if you are someone who has gotten your Glimmer machine and you are struggling over and over and over, do not fret. You can do it. Kind of the secret is smooth paper. So paper matters. I'm just going to say paper matters. I'll turn off my notifications here. Alrighty. Check out this sentiment. It's so pretty. Look at that font. Oh, I am such a font person. And look, there's a coordinating die. Hooray. You might be wondering, Justine, last month you showed us all of the clubs and then went into the video. Yes, I did. And I was going to do that. I had all sorts of intentions, and then I ended up with 6 hours of footage to edit down to under an hour. So I'm just going to tell you and show you as I go, because I cannot make this video more than an hour. It's just crazy. No one's going to watch it. But I'm going to whip out my Scout here and just die cut out my sentiment. I love having my Scout on hand. It is super easy, and you can tell from my plates, I have used it so much. And I actually have replacement plates all ready to go, and I probably will be changing them out very soon. Just look at this. This is so pretty. A full panel. Gorgeous. I'm going to show you the same look with black paper in a couple minutes in this video, but I didn't want to show you the process twice. So we'll just pop this out, and look at that. I love when sentiments have all of the areas popped out. Oh darn. I filmed this, well, I thought I was filming my BetterPress for the BetterPress Club. Surprise, it didn't film. Okay, well, we're just going to try again and make another card. So this beautiful club this month for BetterPress is plaid. I used the new colors that came out, including like the laurel and the pine needles. So pretty. So this plate has a registration template. It has 2 that are long, and then they have 2 on the side there that are short. So I'm going to do the vertical lines first, and then I will press the horizontal lines. But this plate is called Design a Plaid. So I wanted to show you that you can make it Christmas colored, because this whole video is Christmas cards, but you can also stretch your supplies and use different colors to make other kinds of cards. So right off the bat, my mind goes to birthday cards for people who enjoy plaid or flannel or Father's Day cards or any kind of card where someone likes plaid, I think you could pull this off. I'll take the skinny piece off that I used for the green, and then I'm going to move that red one over and just line it up with the registration template. So then I have 2 red stripes. But for this, if you wanted to switch up the color and do kind of your own thing, all you have to do is wash the plate and you can switch out your color. Like I said before, you can make Christmas cards, but you can also make regular cards. But the sentiments that come with this one happen to be 5 Christmas sentiments that are the press once, cut once. Hooray! I love those kind of dies, and they just make it so easy to make sentiments. But they are Christmas cheer, making spirits bright, warm winter wishes, joyous Noel, and peace and joy. So I will be using those on some cards here as I go, but they are easy to make. You press it, you die cut it, and now you have 5 sentiments all in one. Or you can glimmer. If you did not know, you can glimmer your BetterPress plates. So you could even glimmer a plaid design. That is so cool. And if you're wondering about how to do a registration template with glimmering, I recommend using a paper template. And if you get a plastic one from the club, you can always print a paper one from the website for free. You just type in the name of the registration template. So if this one, you were looking for this one, you would go to the website, the Spellbinders website, and type in design a plaid. You'd find the product, and then you can click download PDF. Super, super easy. Print it, pop it on your glimmer machine, and you're good to go. Ooh, look at that plaid. I love the way that this turns out. You can even go kind of rogue and make your own plaid. You don't even have to use the registration template, but you can see just by changing up the colors, you can get something totally different. All right, the stamp wheel is out. You know what that means. We're going to stencil. So the stencil club for the month is called Baubles and Festive Background. So you get 2 different designs, which is so exciting. You get one that has baubles, or ornaments as I call them. And then you get kind of a zigzag crisscross applesauce, if you will, design on the left you can see. But we'll start with this one. I'm going to go in with Bee Sting, which is some Simon Hurley ink and some ink blenders. Sorry, I got distracted because I realized that I switched to a different blending brush. These are little ones from Spellbinders. So basically, with the stencils, I love using the Stampin' Wheel. It is super easy to keep it in place, so the paper in place, and that's basically because of the grid mat, and I'm pretty sure I just said basically twice, so my apologies. I'm going to use a high-tech tool called the Post-it Note and help for masking off some of my areas here so they don't get any ink on. I think it would have been awesome to have the little piece here that is for hanging the ornaments on another stencil, but we're going to make a workaround and use some Post-it notes. There's always a workaround, you know. So we're just going to keep it going all the way around. And you can see very quickly how I can stencil this background and make something really cool. This is actually not going to be a card. Any guesses of what it's going to be? Maybe you spotted at the beginning. I don't know. If you have a guess, let me know in the comments. Also, I would love to know in the comments, what club are you interested in getting? I know you've probably only seen a couple so far on this video, but I'd love to know what is sparking your interest. Is there something you always get? Do you switch it up every month? Maybe you're a caboodle person and get everything. I would love to know. Next, I used the color Manatee from Lawn Fawn. It's one of the fundamental inks. I use it often, and I want to color with it soon with some Copics, so that's on my docket. But this next one is going to be made with Slippery When Wet, which is another kind of a bronzy, yellowy color. And then my favorite Simon Hurley color called Later Gator. I love that green. It is super bright and vibrant. I need to find a good cardstock that matches that green because I would use it so much. Oh, they're coming together, aren't they? Here's the last stencil for the ornament. So there are a total of 3 stencils for that. And we will get the green all set. My favorite part about stencils is peeling off the last stencil. I call it my peel and reveal. It is so satisfying. I just am aggressively adding the last bit of ink. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. And then to get it off from my Stampin' Wheel, I usually grab the whole grid mat and just kind of peel it off. I find that if I peel it off and leave the grid mat flat, it curls my paper. So that just is a little tip that I like to do. All right, let's check out the second design from the stencil. This one is kind of I don't really know what to call it besides zigzag. There's probably a fancy name for it, but I don't have one. I'm having a lot of my cards from this month coordinate, so we're using the same colors. So Basting, Later Gator, Slippery When Wet. Actually, just the 2, red and green on this one. Just get in all the nooks and crannies. And then before I lift up my stencil here, I'm going to take a basically dry, oh, there's that basically word again, mostly dry paper towel and just wipe off any extra red so it does not get on my green stencil. There we have it. We'll peel off my stencil. Ta-da! Ooh, that's gorgeous just as it is, but let's add some green. Just go in between all of the nooks and crannies of the other design. Ooh, there's my head. You know, I am a true pajama crafter. You might know this, but I'm on the design team for Pajama Crafter stamps, and I craft in my pajamas all the time. So if you ever see a sleeve or a messy head, it's probably a pajama sleeve and it's probably messy hair, because I don't really like to do crazy outfits when it's just me at home. And my husband does not mind my messy hair most of the time. All right, that was so fast, and look, this paper is so busy. Oh, so exciting that I actually hit my camera. I love this design. I want to try the stencil just with the green, the last stencil, and just see what it looks like. I think that would be gorgeous. Change the color up, and it doesn't have to be a Christmas stencil, just saying. You guys, I couldn't help it. I had to pull out a non-traditional Christmas project. I'm just gonna do one, just one in this video. The rest of them are all gonna be green and red, but I had to do one that was bright colors. I'm using Clear Skies, Slippery When Wet, Manatee, and Prom Queen, second favorite Simon Hurley color. Look at that pink. It is so pretty. I love it. Okay, did you guess gift card holder for these projects? Maybe not. Ta-da! There it is. I popped a Mary on this one, and then on my pink and blue one, I popped 2 cutie pies from the stamp set. Aren't they adorable? Oh, all right. Enough pink and blue. This is a Christmas video after all. I'm going to go in with my Copic markers. I have G29. We're going to add 3 greens, actually, and YG17 as my mid-tone. And then I'm going to finish off my greens with this color, YG07. And with a little bit of editing magic, ta-da, they're all done. And then we'll do some reds. We have R59 for my dark tone. I ended up just doing 2 reds. And R29 for my light red. Bonus points for staying in the lines. Ha ha ha. It's always a challenge with me. All right. We will come back to that project, I promise. I wanted to play with my embossing folders. Look at this one. Oh, that's so pretty. This is the 3D embossing one. On the right here, it is so pretty. Here I am just playing with it, looking at it in the light, and being so inspired. I am going to use that with my wax seal, which is gorgeous. I will show you some close-ups of that very soon. But I'm also going to use the regular embossing folder. Did I just say regular? Weird. Regular embossing folder to make another one. And this regular embossing folder is definitely not just a Christmas embossing folder. So another great one to have in your stash. All right, let's get messy again. We're always getting messy up in the craft room. We're gonna grab some lunar paste. This one is gorgeous. I think that it should have been named Midas, like King Midas, but you know, it wasn't. In fact, it was named Gold Rush, which is also pretty cute. I'm gonna take my finger dauber, which is just my finger, spoiler alert, and we are gonna smooth this on to the front of the card. And I did this in my last month club video with the pumpkins, and I loved the result. So I'm assuming that I'm going to be doing this often, but this gives such a pretty gilded look, and it is so simple. This whole jar is like $7, and you can get a lot of shine off of just a little bit of paste. Then for cleaning up this, you just use water. I have a glass surface that I'm using, but just water works wonders. I wouldn't leave it on your glass mat forever and a day, but ta-da, look at that shininess. And by the time I clean it up, which is seconds, it's going to be dry, which is awesome. Love that. Quick and easy crafting. Here's my mighty mister. Spray, spray, spray. And then a little bit of a rag, and I will wipe it clean. I'm not done with the lunar paste though. I'm going to grab this one, which is Bee Sting, matches my ink that I used before. And we are going to just smudge it all over. And focus on the bottom right corner and just really smush it, I would say. I love the lunar paste, even with regular embossing folders like this. It is just so shiny and so easy to use, very easy to clean up. I love it. I still need to get more solar paste. I don't think I have any colors actually, but you know, every day we're adding a little to the craft room. Oh, look at that. Look at that shine. It is so pretty. Here's another angle. 1, 2, 3. Bam. There it is. You can see the shine. And look at that wax seal. Isn't that cute? That one says the most wonderful time of the year. I ended up with a lot of wax seals because in my club box or whatever, box that it came in, I received the mixed Christmas wax beads. You might receive a different bundle, just saying. But I received the mixed ones, and so you can see on the left there in the middle, I made a whole bunch of wax seals that were just kind of mushed up wax. I didn't even use the seal because I thought that it looked so cool and so marbled. And I just took a bunch of scraps here, and we're going to make some tags because I love a wax seal on a tag. I think it is a perfect way to fill the space of a tag, but also use wax seals. I don't know about you, but once I start making wax seals, I just kind of get in the zone. I usually turn on some music or listen to a podcast, and I make a whole bunch. And I can only make so many cards. So we're going to make some more tags. And I am actually hoping to sell some of these at a craft fair in October this month. So I will either bundle them up to sell as a set, or I will tie them on to gift bags. I have a whole bunch of plain white gift bags, and I have some red ones and green ones that are new to me, so they've never been used. And then I think that I could sell that as like a little wrapping moment. Oh, that is so cute. Look at that. Using up my scraps, making a tag. It all works out. Okay, let's skip ahead a little bit. Here's the tying process. I just wanted to include this because I had someone ask on my last tag video. So anytime I put string on a tag, I dive in through the top, make a loop, pull them through, and ta-da, easy peasy. And tying it onto a gift bag, use those 2 strings and you can easily put that on a gift bag, or you can add tape. All right, let's get out my fussy cutting scissors and fussy cut out this poinsettia from that gilding paper that I just made with my lunar paste. Look at how pretty that is. I'm just so amazed at that lunar paste. Look at the shine. It is just, I don't know. It's giving sparkle. As if this needed more sparkle, but more sparkle the better, in my opinion. And we're going to add more to this tag. I'm going to pop it up with a little bit of foam. I have an extra from an old card kit. We'll just pop it up, move the foam. There we go. And then I'm going to grab some liquid glue, and I have these little gold embellishments that I'm going to add to the center of my poinsettia. These are nail art, so I found them on Amazon like 4 years ago. I don't even know. A while. But you can use a rhinestone. You can use gems, pearls, sequins, anything sparkly. And then we're going to skip ahead and I'll show you all of my finished tags. Ta-da! There they all are. So I'll give you a little close-up. There we go. Look at that. And I used some chunky gems. You might have gems in your stash that maybe are too chunky for a card, like that one on the left. That is a big gem. That's almost the size of a dime. It's huge, but they work on a tag, and it's okay if a tag is heavy, so the wax seal and gems, but just look at that marbling. That is so cool. And every time I do it, it's different. So maybe I'll do a marbling video, but I do have several wax seal videos on my channel already, so check those out if you're interested. Oh, that is so shiny. I think that's the shiniest tag I've ever made. Here's another marbled one. And those gems just really sparkle. And the last one with the chunkiest gem of them all. The chunkiest gem of the ball. So I mentioned before that I might sell these as a set. They really do sell well at craft fairs if you have sets. So what I like to do is bundle them all up like this, and then either take a rubber band and tie them all together and then have a little price tag on them like that. Or like I said before, you can put them on bags individually. But I just wanted to give you that little tip. So in case you're going to be selling your wares at a craft sale this fall like I am, now you have that little idea. Alrighty. Let me know in the comments if you are, by the way. Oopsie, one more tag. This one was a glimmered BetterPress plate that I used on the background. And then I used the punch, 2 punches actually, the tag punch and then the chevron punch on the bottom. Ooh, that looks so pretty. And I love the gold and red. It is giving Christmas. And then do you see I have little handmade bits and bobs or embellishments that I added from my wax seal fun times. You can see I popped it up with a little bit of foam. You can add wax seals on with foam, liquid glue, or double-sided adhesive. All right, remember this card from the beginning, my BetterPress card? We're going to turn it into a shaker. So I'm using 2 rectangle dies. This is from the Bay Fair. Nope, this is from the Postal Edge nesting dies. I'm going to use the 2 rectangle ones, run it through my die cutting machine, and then I have 3 different pieces of paper. This middle one is what I'm going to use for my shaker. The outside one I can use as a matting layer, that one, or this one I can use on something else, but I really just wanted this. This is going to be my window for my shaker. I will add liquid glue and some acetate to this white window area, just like so, and then give it a trim with my Spellbinders shears. They are amazing scissors. So, and they're also non-stick, so if I get a little glue on them, it's not a big deal. And they cut through the acetate with ease, easy on the hand. What else? They're just great. I love them. Alrighty, with my shaker window, I'm going to add some foam. Now, the easiest way to add foam is by using these strips I've found. Oops, just kidding. We're going to cut this down first. I'm I'm going to speed ahead and we'll get to the foam. Ta-da! All right, this foam is 2 pieces. I'm just going to fold it in half like that and then peel it off and stick it on. That means it is 2 layers of foam thick. I bend it around the corner, and then I will repeat as I go all the way around the window. So that is my go-to way to make shaker windows, is this method. I've done this on several videos, so I guess my favorite way that I've used it is using the Halloween one that I just put up. Well, there's probably several videos since then, but that Halloween one that has shaker cards 2 ways is full of tips for shakers. And now I looked and looked and looked and looked, and I could not find my Rabbit Hole Designs anti-static tool, which helps with shaker windows. I couldn't find it, so the show must go on. And I'm just going to add my embellishments right to my card front, dump them on. And these ones are from Trinity Stamps, and these are beautiful. They have a right way and a wrong way, so I'm just going to be intentional by putting them on with the pretty side up. Oh, they're so pretty. Milk Glass Embellishment Mix. There you have it. And then these are some shaker bits from Spellbinders. I think these were from last year's Christmas advent calendar. Just a little something in there. Gorgeous. And then to add some little fun bits and bobs, I'm going to add some little BetterPress sentiments that I already have die cut out. I have a whole basket of die cut embellishments that are either BetterPressed or glimmered on my desk, and I like to have them on hand, especially when I'm making cards. I'm going to go ahead and add 3 inside my shaker window. And then I'm going to add these tube confetti, which I don't even know how long ago I bought these at $1.25 tree, but I did buy them back when they were $1. They go all over. They're super light, and I enjoy adding these to shakers. They're cheap, they're light, hooray. I have lots of colors of those, so you probably will see them more on my channel. I bought them a long time ago, and I forgot about them. So I'll just pop my shaker window directly on, give it a firm press all on the sides. This is going to seal off my window and make sure nothing falls out. Side note, if something gets stuck in your shaker and you want it to move and it's just not moving, take a needle, maybe even the needle from your Barely Art liquid glue. Well, maybe not, that's sticky. Grab a needle, maybe you have one from Stitching or something, and you can sneak it under the foam and you can kind of manipulate things in the window. So hopefully that made sense. This Sentiment Christmas Cheer is from the BetterPress Club, like I mentioned in the way beginning. Pretty picture. Shaker cards are just so happy. Love a shaker card. All right, we're going to get to the stitching part of the video. So this is a snow globe. Isn't it so cute? Well, maybe not right now, but it will be cute. This snow globe is something that I will probably be using in different ways. So the background with this blue is kind of like a snowy background, but you don't have to put that piece that makes it look like a starry night on. You could just die cut out the globe of it all. And by the way, this is called Merry Bright Cloche. A cloche. Isn't that so fancy pants? So technically it's a cloche. It's not really a snow globe, like I said before, but I'm going to call it a snow globe. And you can turn this into anything. You can make a cloche with maybe mushrooms in there. You can use it for flowers. You can put flowers. You can put anything in there. I'm just going to go ahead and stitch the bottom part. The stitching part of this project is the bottom kind of frilly edge, the tree, the trunk of the tree, and then the star of the tree. If you know me, you know I like thread magic. It is super helpful for stitching. I have 2 big videos on my channel called Stitching 101 Playlist. If you are new to stitching, I highly recommend watching that. That will give you all the tips and tricks you need. It'll tell you what you need to buy, what you don't need to buy. Spoiler alert, you don't need to buy that much to make it work. Everybody probably has a like a sewing kit or something in your house that you can use that needle for. You can use thread, is super cheap, and then any paper works. That's a spoiler from the video. I tell you there, but I'm going to tell you again. You can use any paper to stitch. It does not have to be fancy. I choose to be a fancy lady and use glitter paper, but that's my prerogative. I'm going to finish up this little frilly piece, just going up the outside and down the main hole. Ta-da, all done. Here's my Christmas tree. I'm taping the tail, which is now my go-to thing. Tape the tail. I'm right up the outside and down the center hole. Up the outside, down the center hole. Like I said, that videos, the playlist is very helpful for stitching. So if you need a step-by-step how to stitch, how to make certain knots, I would check that out. I will have that linked for you in the description if you need it. Oh, I love when I have just enough thread to finish a project. It is so satisfying. Isn't that satisfying? And I'm being a lazy bird. Did I just say lazy bird? I'm being a lazy bird. And I'm using tape on the tail and the start. All right, this beautiful brown is going to be split in half. Oh, never mind. I already had it split. And then for the stump, I'm going to hold a long tail here and just do a straight stitch on the whole stump. There's my Minnesota accent again. On the stump. We're going to take it. Oh, you betcha. We're all done now. We're going to just make a double knot. 1, 2, and then we'll cut our thread. That took seconds. So easy. Fun and easy. That's what we're looking for. And then this gold, I just need a teeny bit because this star is simple, but I am going to take the 6 threads and then split it into 3 and then just stitch. Again, I'm going to hold the tail since it is a very teeny tiny piece to stitch. I always find that holding the tail is way easier than trying to tape it for these little pieces. I'm going up the outside and down the center hole. If you need a really close-up look, you can go ahead and double tap the screen on your YouTube and then expand it, and that will help. But I am just tying a double knot again, like so. 1 and 2. Trim my tails. There we go. And then for adding this onto my project, I use, again, Barely Art liquid glue. I wish I was sponsored by them because honestly, I use them in every video and every project, but one day. Barely Art liquid glue, hello, I'm here. I'd love to be sponsored by you. All right, there's my cloche. And then I'm taking this sewed area and just putting it on the bottom. I didn't have enough blue paper there for it to be perfectly die cut out, but the white part hides it, so no one needs to worry about that. And then my sentiment says, merry and bright. Sorry about the grandfather clock. That is my life. It always has something to say. Today it's telling me it's 5 o'clock. That's exciting. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock here in Minnesota. I'll add on my tree stump by adding another chunk of Barely Art liquid glue. And then I will go ahead and let that dry and clean up my thread just so it has a chance to dry. I love when I have extra split thread like this because the next time I go to a project and find it split and I don't have to split it, it's like I win. It doesn't make any sense. There's my fancy lady needle holder. It gives me memories of, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it just reminds me of like a castle, and I love that. Reverse tweezers for the win, adding on my tree and also adding on my star. I'm just going to pop the star up with some foam. I think that will be my best bet here. Oh, these tweezers save me so much grief. Ta-da! That was so easy. Then to add on my Christmas ornaments, if you will, or bubbles from the beginning, I'm just going to put even more Barely Art liquid glue and some little gems on my tree, just to make it all sparkly. It doesn't need it, but we always can add more glitter. I mean, I have a glitter background, for goodness sake. Look at that shine. So pretty, pretty, pretty. There it is, merry and bright. Gorgeous. All right, we're going to move on to my large die of the month. Now, you guys, the large die is so cool. Here I have penguin slippers. Watch me as I slide some ankles under these pajama pants, but you can make these little legs and have them have pajamas. Isn't that adorable? I think Spellbinders really did a great job with this one, because you can not only make just penguins, you can make Santa, you can make penguin, I already said penguin, reindeer, bunny, and you can even make monster slippers. How cool is that? So, like I said at the way beginning of the video, you can make Christmas cards with this set, but you can also make non-Christmas cards, if that's your thing. Do you recognize the print on the pajama pants? It's the stencil from the beginning. And I'm just going to turn those into fun pajama pants. I wish I had these cute penguin slippers. They are super cute, and they even have a little hat. So here's making the penguin. We'll glue on the white face. I had to use glitter paper because I love it. I'll pop the little nose on. Nose? Beak. I'll pop the beak on. And then the hat. Sorry if you hear a motorcycle outside. It is, I think, like the last maybe warm week of Minnesota. It was like 92 today. Never in my life, but such is life. All right. Now my sentiment says, hope your day is full of cozy toes and warm wishes. That is from the add-on, not the add-on, I'm so sorry, not the add-on. It is called the free item with the caboodle. And I thought the toes worked well with the slippers here. So I think that is so, so cute. Look, my glimmer, it's back from the way beginning. We're going to make another shaker card, but this time we're going to use a window. This is from Waffle Flower. This is even easier than making your whole window because everything is pre-made for you. These are a full A2 size panel fronts, and they even have the adhesive on them. I don't know if 3M still makes the adhesive. This is an older one. But I then take my bone folder and just really smush it down. I really like to make sure everything is nicely bent because when I put it on my card front, it needs to be flat. I'll take off the protective film and now it's super shiny. Ooh. Then I'll add some, I don't know what that sound was. I'm so sorry. I'm going to take some red sequins, pop it in, and then take more embellishments from Trinity Stamps. These ones are called Moonlight Circles. They are super flat, which I find very helpful for using the full front cards. I think when they're flat, spill. Ta-da, it's clean. But the flat ones are perfect for the full panels. All right, we'll close it up like so. Smushy, smushy. And then I will shake it and distract myself. Now for putting it onto card bases, I go crazy with my double-sided adhesive. And depending on my mood, sometimes I will add liquid glue. Just pop it on my card base and press firmly. because if everything is stuck to the card base, nothing gets bowed and it just stays on so much better. Then I'm going to take more Barely Art liquid glue, and stick on my sentiment right on top of the window. Then nothing covers it and nothing gets stuck with the letters like sequins. It's all free to be a shaker. That is so pretty. And it's a flat shaker, so if you're wanting to make a flat Christmas card that is a shaker, I recommend using these full panels. Super fun. By the way, I'm going to have everything linked in my description, so if you're looking for something, check out the product list, and then if you still have questions on where to find something, just let me know in the comments. I'd love to help. No big deal. And if you use my links, it does help me and it does support my channel. So if you are still watching and we are 40 minutes in, hi, hello, you are my friend and I really appreciate you. We're going to take my first BetterPress card from my BetterPress club and pop it on. I am going to turn this one into a Christmas card because I have this adorable wax seal. I'm going to show you close up in just a couple seconds, but it is with the green from the Christmas mix pack and it is so pretty. I love this green. Gorgeous. And I made my own little wax embellishments to accompany the wax seal. But man, that is so pretty. I love the green. And Melanie, if you're watching, I think you'll like this green card. It reminded me of you. So pretty. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering how I got the gold on this wax seal and the silver on the last one, I use a paint pen from Deco Art. Next, I'm going to take my sealed twine die. Yes, it's called sealed twine. And I chop off the middle pieces because anytime I'm using this, I'm usually using scraps. So I'm going to tape it. I know, more tape. And we're going to stick it onto my card panel. This foiled beautifully. This is the black paper from Pajama Crafter Stamps that I was talking about before. It foiled almost perfectly. Usually it foils perfectly. For whatever reason, this time I had a little bit of oops, but I'm going to cover it up with a wax seal so nobody will know, just you and me. Ha ha ha. I'm not going to add any of the embellishments that I made for this one. I think that it stands out just by itself as it is. Let's get even closer because look at the mixing. Ooh. That is so pretty. I love how it mixes. I think now that I am sitting here in my craft room doing this editing, I think I have to make a wax seal video where I show the mixing and the blending because that is just so pretty. All right. I was inspired by these bears. And you might be wondering, what? These are bears. Where are they from? They're from the small die of the month. I had to make a little one and a big one. And it's the same die, but I just moved the red bear down, chopped it off, and ta-da! Oh, they're so cute. It reminds me of my husband and I, although he is much skinnier than that bear. But I chose a sentiment Snuggle Season, which is a BetterPress sentiment. Oh, that's so cute. Let's make another one with this small die because the bear is just so cute. Also, I'm going to add a penguin. So let's assemble the bear because I did not show you that first. Oh, such a meanie I am. I know I was called a meanie in one of my videos, so I'm a little irritated about that, but it's fine. I don't know why. I still don't know why. Anyway, this is a small die called Festive Friends. So I'm going to just glue all of these sparkly red glitter lights on. And then my little bear eyes. There's that little panel for the bear eyes. And then the little ears. These go behind the bear head. So adorable. Then I'm going to flip it around. Add the mouth part, which is that gray area. I didn't have any gray in my scraps, so I actually used white cardstock and colored it with Copics. Add a little nose. Polar bears have a black nose. And then rosy cheeks because it's adorable, so it needs rosy cheeks. And then we'll pop the head on with tape. I have been pulling for this tape so often. It's ridiculous. But I'm glad I did tape it because I'm going to take the head off in just a second. Because I wanted to go on this panel here, and I have these nesting dies. So to do that, I need to die cut the sweater. We're going to die cut that out. But I had to put the light on. By the way, I made the sweater green because the bear's sweater is supposed to act like the Christmas tree. And this silly little penguin that I'm going to assemble here in just a minute is putting the star on the head. So, again, adorable, cute, and very cheerful. Very, very sweet Christmas card. And this one, you can switch up the colors. You could do, again, like a Mother's Day card and do like the big bear like I did on the first card, and then do a little bear. You could do mama bear, baby bear, daddy bear, baby bear. You could do a Father's Day card. Just change the sentiment and maybe don't add the Christmas lights, and you can have something totally different. Oh, this penguin is super easy to put together. Just a few die cut pieces and some barely art liquid glue. For my bear card. And here we go. We're going to pop the head off. Oh no! I found the exact nesting die that I used to die cut out my blue paper. And if you look over there, that blue paper is with the embossing folder of the month. And then the red paper is with the 3D embossing folder of the month. Pop some foam on the back, line it up, and ta-da. Put my little penguin on. Oh, it's so adorable. Now, these lights are very spunky. I, again, am going to reach for my barely art liquid glue and my reverse tweezers to put them on. It's kind of an artful way to add the Christmas lights on. It's not supposed to look perfect, just kind of loosely wrapped around our sweet little polar bear. Hold it in place, let it dry, and then add the last one. This one's kind of supposed to go around the bear. So sweet. Let's do something fun. With this sentiment, it says all decked out, and I was a silly goose and did not leave space for my sentiment, so I'm going to snap my sentiment in half and make it work, because I think all decked out is the perfect sentiment for my cute snuller bear. My snuller bear, polar bear, and penguin. So cute. All right, my last project for the video, I'm making my envelope here, or I'm going to call it my gift card holder, because that's what I'm going to market these as. So they are going to be sold at my craft fair that I'm going to. So this is a easy and amazing die from Wendy Vecchi and Spellbinders. I love this die. It's the die I cannot stop using. So you saw me use it twice already in this video, and I just wanted to show you the assembly of it. I love, love, love this die. I think it is a genius die. You can pop a gift card in there. You can pop literally anything on it, and it can be used as a gift. So if you need a Christmas gift with a little note inside, it's not going to hold a gift card tightly, but it will hold it enough where you can hand it to someone. Or you could use it as a birthday, a thank you. You can use this for anything. I love this die. So you're going to see it more on my channel. I'm just telling you right now. Plus the Pink and Main foil panels fit perfectly on it. And you can have a front and a back shiny area. But this one, I added the adorable snowman from the Stamp and Die of the Month. So sweet and so easy to make. You just die cut out the folder one time, assemble it, and ta-da, you have a gift card holder. You can even write on the back. Or you can take scraps and make a little note card to put inside. You can see I used the stencil, the wax seal, the 3D embossing folder, and the stitched to make this beautiful project. Let's get close. Da-da-da-da. There it is. Look at that. So fun, so easy. It just needs a gift card. All right. Pick a favorite, please, and let me know in the comments. I want to know which one's your favorite. So be on the lookout below and tell me your favorite. I think my favorite has to be the polar bear and the penguin, because it's just so playful and very my style. But I do love the BetterPress plaid here. Very pretty. Anyway, if you are subscribed to any of these and you're going to be receiving these, I would love to see what you make. So join me over on Facebook at Stationery Maker Group and show me what you made. I want to see it. Even if it's not from Spellbinders, I've opened up that group to be with any reputable company. You're going to see me post a lot of Pajama Crafters stamps items on there because I am on the design team. So I do post a lot of things, and I will be posting more videos from them on my channel as well. But yeah, that's my favorite card. Look at that. It's shiny. Oh, this is more shiny. Sometimes I feel like a crow. I love all the shiny things. But the clubs this month really, really coordinate well together. And they are definitely ones that I'll be pulling for in the future when I need to make Christmas cards, because they coordinate, but they're all different in their own special way. That is very, very shiny. Love it. And again, I got a little artsy fartsy with my lunar paste. I love the shine. I could just make embossing folders and add lunar paste to things all day long. But that's not my life. And this shaker card turned out really fun. Then I have my little gift card holders with my snowman and then my stencil work. Those are also super fun, and I will be making more of those for my craft fair that I'm going to go to. So shiny with that. That Mary is from a card kit that I got a while ago. And my non-traditional Christmas card project, there it is. Just one. And then all of my tags, I think I have seven or six, maybe 8. And that completes everything. So make sure that you are subscribed if you would like more content from me. I know that YouTube has been unsubscribing people for whatever reason. They claim it's for making sure there's not like robots and things subscribing to people. So you might have gotten unsubscribed by YouTube. So look and make sure you're subscribed if you want to be, and then go ahead and let me know your favorite in the comments. And before you head out, I would love it if you could like the video. It helps my channel and keeps me able to be posting lots of fun things for you. And also, one last request, if you could share this video to a crafty friend by hitting the little arrow button that is like the sharing motion, that really helps my channel. So I would humbly ask that of you. There's probably a crafty friend that would love to make something fun with you. So when you get your items, bring it over to their house or invite them over and get crafting and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you watching all the way to the end, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye, crafty friend, and happy October!